about to open a window into the life of a ghost hunter. We'll show you dark, creepy roads that fade into the night. We'll show you haunted places, but most importantly, we'll show you what happens along the way there.
Hi everybody, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Linda.
And this weekend we're off on the road for another adventure. Gas, grub, and ghosts. We're excited because we're going to be camping this weekend.
Yeah.
So tonight we're heading up to the campground at Bull Run.
Yes.
Named after the Battle of Bull Run.
Mm-hmm.
It's right up there near Bull Run.
It is.
Or Manassas, as some might know it in the south.
Right. Yeah, and it's there's actually a ghost story associated with a couple of them, I'm sure, with Bull Run Battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can get a chance to get up there and go to the bridge.
That would be neat. The stone bridge is very haunted, supposedly.
Yes.
Yeah. But we have a couple investigations tomorrow that are up in that area. One of them has yet to be confirmed. We originally had 3 set up for one day.
Yes.
But we're down to 2 now. And one of them, at least, involves some pretty serious reports of activity. Something that, from what I've heard on the reports so far, could very well involve an incubus.
Wow.
And we're going to go up there. We're going to see what we can do for her. Of course, if we can, we're going to compile some case files, videos of the investigations and such. But right now, we're here in Yorktown. We're getting ready to meet up with the team. And the first thing on the agenda, as always, is going to be grub. Right? What are you thinking about eating anyway?
I really don't care at this point. I'm so hungry that I could eat anything and be happy.
Right.
So, but we're kind of limited on the number of places that we can eat. You know, really, it's Subway, and then what is that? Burger King.
Yeah.
And then Arby's.
Right.
You know,
right.
And that's it.
Or a hot dog from the pilot, right?
Yeah. Don't want a hot dog from the pilot.
But we'll have to see. Once we get on 64, we'll pay attention to the signs, see what there is to eat along the way. So stay tuned. It's going to be an adventure one way or another this weekend.
Absolutely.
Might not see a lot of the investigations on this video itself, but we'll definitely keep you informed of the trip along the way and take you with us.
They even have a car. You know they're good. They have a car.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we stopped here at Antonio's.
Yes.
Somewhere near New Kent. Providence Forge, somewhere between there.
Colonial Downs.
Yeah, Will wanted some wings, and we figured, hey, what better place to get wings than a pizza place? They have to have wings, right?
That's gotta have wings. I think so.
We hope so.
Maybe
we
not.
hope so. If they do, I think I might partake as well in the wings. I could go for some of them myself.
With some wings.
Yeah. So let's go in
They're
here.
award winning.
If not, maybe we can give them an award. We'll see. So quite a place we got here. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. And we're perusing the menu.
We are.
This is it right here.
Yeah, the only bad thing is you can't really read all of it.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Bad
It's
photocopy?
Yeah, it's cut off.
But Will said they do have wings.
I haven't
See,
seen
look
them
at that.
yet.
Ooh, steak supreme,
Where's
chicken
he looking?
supreme.
Oh, right up here.
Sometimes it's up there. Yeah, there it is. 12. 12 for $9.95. That's not a bad price for wings.
That's a good price.
Yeah, that is really good. So I think I found what I want.
A bologna burger.
Huh.
That's not something you see every day.
Bologna burger is not. I remember having fried bologna sandwiches. You ever had one of those?
Yes, and I do like bologna.
Yeah.
I thought that was only like a hood thing.
Nah.
Fried bologna sandwiches?
No.
Feel like them
That's
too.
good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah, my mom used to make them. And they were from like Scranton, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so we're looking up some of the reviews.
These reviews are very funny. This says very dissatisfied with my order. I ordered a meat ziti, but came with no meat, but the icing on the cake was the salad that came with it. It looked sick to the point it was disrespectful. This is the salad.
Oh, geez. Yeah, the salad, that was pretty bad salad.
And then, they said, P.S. My garlic bread looked like it got whacked by the Italian mafia before they put it in my bag. Sadly, it was the best part of the meal.
That means it was horrible.
It's like a good quality salad though.
That's pretty funny.
That looks sad.
It's like a slice of tomato and a couple of leaves.
That's a lazy ass
Is that feta cheese on a salad?
Will, you kind of pissed off the guy that brought you that Sierra mist?
We're not sure how he pissed him off, though. That's just it. Like, the kid literally rolled his eyes when we walked in the front door. Like, he was really, like, annoyed that we were coming over here. So, yeah. Bad customer service.
And now, Will's a little concerned about the loogie and the chicken sauce.
Oh, that's so
They're like looking over
nasty.
here talking secretly.
Yeah, they are.
And I
Because
think
they're probably listening to us.
it was mainly, I think it was Linda that was talking about the tea bags.
No,
You
I
know?
said, how do you run out of tea? Like, like sweet tea.
Yeah,
Like,
they did.
yeah, and she said they obviously ran out of tea bags or something if that's the case. And I was like, no, they're just lazy and they don't want to brew more tea.
And they ran out of fried pickles.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You were originally going to.
I wanted them so bad. They're so
Except
good.
told Emily to ask.
Ask for what? I did ask for them. He was like, they don't have any. I was like, oh, then can we just have them?
No fried pickles.
What did we order instead?
So maybe someone should ask them if they can brew more tea. Will,
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
tell them, be like, this is horrible. Can you just brew more tea? So
they-
the loaded fries have arrived. Is that what that is? The loaded
Yeah.
fries with bacon bits, jalapenos, and onions?
Are these the bacon bits that we put through the
It looks good.
Man, yeah, give it a sample there.
Gotta try
The
jalapeno.
pizza rack there.
You gotta try the jalapeno. No onions though.
That's not bad.
Pretty good, huh? Better than the salad?
I never had the salad.
This is really good. It tastes like the movies.
Really? So we got some movie quality loaded fries.
That's
right
pretty
here.
good.
Who would have thought that?
I like how it's not like it's like real jalapenos.
Yeah.
It's not like flavored or nothing.
Yeah.
Is that off?
So here are the
No, it's actually real
signature
sweet.
pizza breadsticks.
Yeah, those look
Look
pretty
at
good.
those things. Yeah.
It's basically just a pizza without the marinara sauce on it. And the
It
marinara
seems
sauce
like
on
that.
it. Yeah.
That's why, and you can get this with a topping on it. You can get any topping you want
That's
for like
right.
$1 more.
I'm guessing it's probably pretty good though. Because it sure smells good.
It's got to be if it's signature. Anything signature is usually.
Yeah, you would think so.
You don't make
Signature
something
means it's
signature
good.
that's bad. You know what I mean?
It's too hot to eat, I know that much. It's like really hot.
Some marinara sauce here to dip in it.
I'm actually pretty impressed because it's a good crust. Like the crust is nice and crispy on the outside, but it's nice and soft on the inside. And the cheese is well melted, and it's obviously just came out of the oven. And the marinara sauce has good flavor too. So maybe that's it. Maybe the customer service sucks, but the food is good.
All right. So this is probably not one for the chaser.
No,
Let's see that. Just gotta take a little bite. Linda said it's very hot. So.
It is hot.
Oh, that's a cheesy butt.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta be hot.
Drink your drink.
That's
drink
really
your
hot.
drink.
Woo! Maybe we should call that the steamer.
Yeah, I want to go to a place where you can get like the hottest wings. Do like a man versus food challenge.
Oh yeah.
Win a T-shirt.
We should make it our mission this summer.
Yeah, but where do you go? I mean, we try wings
Everywhere we go, we find the
go,
hottest wing.
and they're not very hot.
Maybe DC has some good wings.
Could be. Could be. Just gonna comment on your wings. They're actually pretty significant sized wings. I mean, they're
They
like
are.
not the really tiny ones or anything. You know, they're actually good.
Good size.
chunks. Yeah.
Good
The
size.
sauce though?
I was kind of
There's
hoping
no sauce.
it would be
No.
sauce.
I
but
think it's hot in the breading. You know, that kind
see,
of.
I like the saucy wings. You know what I mean? You
like-
with me there, Will?
No, I kind of like all
I
of
do,
them.
but I'm actually kind of glad you get sauce.
Really?
Yeah,
So
You
don't
weren't looking
think
forward to
about
the sauce.
not from here. They're kind of upset with us.
That way you don't have to worry about the loogie.
Yeah. Look at this. I do have to worry about
Probably
that.
already did.
'Cause-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But look at the size of this thing. I mean, it's huge. I'm not even sure how I'm going to get my mouth around that.
Yeah, that's quite a hoagie
I'm
there.
gonna have to try here.
Did you get it hot?
Good.
I did. It's toasted, yeah. So the bread is nice and kind of crispy on the outside.
Well, let's give it a go here. Oh man! That's an obnoxious bite. So how is it?
It's good. Everything tastes really fresh. Just the right amount of onions and oil and vinegar on there. It's quite good.
So on a scale of 1 to Wawa, where does it fall?
A little more toward the one than the Wawa. Wawa's got beat every time, but this is probably more of like an authentic. You know, Wawa's more mass produced. You know what I mean?
See, I would beg to differ. And the reason I would say that is because places like this, I mean, they're making hoagies, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Wawa started up there where the hoagies started.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And they're only local.
That's true.
They're not, I mean, they're local to like this area and up through
And
like
up north.
northeastern PA. They're
Yeah.
only local to this area.
But they
So
are
they
more
like
mass
originated.
produced.
They were one of the ones that originated the hoagie though.
It doesn't matter because now they're mass produced. Like back in the day when they first started Wawa's, then yeah, they might have been amazing. You know, they might have been like the best sub ever. But now it gets a little more of a commercialized taste to it,
Yeah.
and it really depends on who's making it too, because some people are better at making it than others.
That's true. That is true. How the wings, Will?
7-Eleven's better.
What?
They pretty much like the 7-Eleven actually has some pretty decent wings though. I will
7-Eleven, these
say.
aren't even spicy, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe yours are the spicy ones.
Well, let me go ahead and try a rotisserie bite here. I'm not going to dip it in anything, just to kind of get the flavor.
They look good.
I tell them, I want to see how you smell that.
About maybe a step lower from 7-Eleven. If you get 7-Eleven at the right time, they're really good. I'm not joking.
No, they really are.
But when they've been sitting under the fry light for a while,
Yeah.
they're
Those
right
are
about
good,
the right
though.
time.
I think I might.
They'd be really good with some thick buffalo sauce on them. That's what I like.
Yeah, I might have to trade you a bite of my sandwich for one of your wings or
Sure,
something too.
absolutely. So there you have it, Antonio's Pizza, pasta and subs.
They got a $5 tip on a $35 bill. Is what I gave them, $5, because really that was kind of generous considering the customer service really sucked. So you know, if you're in a hurry, don't come here because
Right.
you're not going to get through here very fast.
Yeah,
It'll
from
take
what we've
forever.
seen, there's another people that was waiting in there for a while. and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food was pretty good. It wasn't like spectacular by any means. I'm pretty sure I'd had no salami on my Italian sub. I think it was just a ham sandwich, really. But as far as ham sandwiches go, it was amazing. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I really liked your wings.
I didn't really like the wings.
Yeah.
And I say that because they were good, they were hot, they were crispy. Some of them were a little too hard for me. I think they might have, like, because they brought them at the same time, I think Will wanted his well done, so they probably just said, oh, we'll do all of them.
Yeah.
But it had like this, some of these ones when they have the breading on them, they'll have like a hot flavor in the breading and they use too much like chili powder. And it just kind of, it doesn't really irritate your tongue. The taste just gets old after a while
See,
for me.
I like
I like the wings that are, I can take them breaded or naked, but covered in like thick, creamy buffalo sauce. That's what I'm talking about. Or
Yeah.
some really hot sauce, you know what I mean? Where you don't have to worry about that taste.
That wasn't hot at all.
No, we poured
Just a
some
little
Texas
spice
Pete
to
on
it.
them and,
Yeah.
you know,
A little spice to it.
was what it was. But we're back on the road here and we got to find some firewood.
We do.
So,
Before it gets too late.
yeah,
And maybe
Yeah.
that gas station right there.
that's a good thought. Maybe they have it, yeah.
So right next to Anthony's, there's a pit stop, and appropriately named because we're gonna make a pit stop in there. Maybe get some water.
Yeah, I don't think they have any firewood.
No firewood. We need to find some firewood.
Do you have the tip?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see if they have the chip or the Pepsi Blue.
Right.
Those are two things that are on our list to
told me
find.
that.
All right, so what do we got? Any Pepsi Blue? No, there's the Pepsi Mango though. Nope. How about the chip? I see a plethora of chips here. Well, don't see the chip though. Anything, Linda? No chip.
No chip.
All right.
I'm pretty sure the chip is kind of a thing of the past, though. Anyways.
It might be.
Yeah, I don't think that's something they're gonna have.
So we got some firewood here.
Some
All right.
gubbies.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure where we're gonna fit it though, because unfortunately we're still driving around in this Fiesta. Truck is still in the shop. They got the engine in. I don't know if I mentioned what happened with that. They did an oil change, and oil light came on, engine cut out, and long story short, they're putting a brand new engine in it. So the 20,000 miles that we put on it in less than a year are erased, but they realized they needed a turbo for it as well. So that's what's taking so long. But meanwhile, we're gonna try to fit this in this Fiesta right here. That's already packed pretty tightly.
All right, it's time for the best coffee on the interstate.
It really is, yeah. It's definitely the best coffee on the interstate. Pilot House coffee beats Sheets, beats Love's, beats everywhere else,
Yeah.
except for other places that might have Pilot House coffee, like the Mr. Fuel.
Yeah, and Mr. Fuel is run by Pilot.
It
as
is.
well as the Flying J, where we are right now.
Yeah.
So,
The last time we were in Mr. Fuel, it stunk really bad, like sewage. So I'm not too eager to go back.
that was a couple times ago, and I think it was that guy.
Yeah, that was the last time I was in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I remember being in there. We went in there after the toilet paper shortage started. We found toilet paper in there. That's what I remember about the Mr. Fuel.
Did we?
Yeah,
Toilet.
they had toilet paper.
That's crazy.
And this is the one that has Cinnabon. You ever had Cinnabon?
Oh, the Cinnabon coffee?
Yeah, no, the regular Cinnabon.
Yeah, I like
this
to get
is-
that at the mall.
Yeah, yeah. It's not the same with the Flying J.
Really? I don't know the difference.
It's just as good, I'm sure. So they always have some unique gifts here at the Flying J. And look at this. Here's a Bigfoot box. Like a Bigfoot Dybbuk box, maybe? Or maybe just a really regular Bigfoot box. Not a Dybbuk box. But travel games. This is always a fun vintage game to play. And I was thinking maybe Will wants to give it a try. It's travel bingo. Like you see a church, you slide the thing over, you got your free space, traffic light, bird, policeman, mailbox, dog, and you play bingo.
Log cabin bank.
That's a pretty neat idea. Look at the attitude adjuster.
That's a Bigfoot walking across the moon.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, some neat stuff here. Some hats. Yeah, that's quite a shot glass there, isn't it?
I like how it has some weight to it.
Yeah, you could throw it at somebody if you needed to.
Yeah. I'm out.
You know, if a bear comes into your campsite and, you know,
Danger noodle.
yeah, danger noodle, whatever it is. Okay, so we found some raccoon skin hats here.
Is it real?
Yeah, I don't know. Might
Feel the
be.
tail. I think it's real, right? Does that feel like a real raccoon tail?
Oh yeah, that definitely
No,
feels
maybe.
real.
Yeah, I'm thinking this should be the new thing. What do you think?
I like it.
Wear it
I
on
kinda want
investigations and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
can
can't-
use Trump printed across the front.
I didn't say it. But yeah, that would definitely make coonskin cabs great again.
Yeah.
All right, so we've arrived at Bull Run Public Shooting Center,
Yep.
and I don't think this is the right place. So, somewhere up in these parts, there's a campground that we're supposed to be spending the night at.
There is. And the funny thing is that I'm looking at the campground right here. Like, that's basically See, you can go down this road and it leads right to the first campsite. This is the campground.
Yeah.
But what I'm looking at too is the fact that it has a separate back entrance. So I think we have to go back around to the other side to get into the back way. Okay.
I think we found it. Campers only beyond this point.
Yeah.
So since we're campers, we're going to go ahead and
Skirt around it.
venture beyond the point.
Try not to scratch the rental car.
Okay, yeah. And looks nice so far. I mean, it's away from the interstate and the population that we saw just miles down the road.
Yeah.
A little bit of danger in the 7-Eleven parking lot out there. But we made it. We made it through Dumfries, and here we are.
Straight ahead.
And I like this road. It just disappears into the night. And that's kind of what we like to do, you know?
Yeah,
Just disappear into the night.
that's right. It's fun.
So we'll get down here and we'll see what the campsite looks like. All right, so here we are checking out the campsite. We just pulled in, and it's pretty nice. We got parked the car right here, and then we got the campsite area. Got a nice built-up fire pit with a grill on it. We got our picnic table over there. A wooded spot, which is always nice, or wooded site, and plenty of areas for a tent. Okay, we got our bathroom over here. Yeah, this is nice. This is quite a site right here, I think. Yeah, got quite a few bugs out here. But that's all right. We'll get this fire going and set up camp. Pretty cool. All right, so we got our tent set up here. Take a look inside. We left the canopy off because it's supposed to be down to 55 tonight, or 57. But tomorrow it's supposed to get up into like the 90s, 91. So we're gonna let it stay nice and cool in there, capture the cool air before we go to bed later on tonight. Of course, we got to have a fire and sit out by that and all that fun stuff.
One of these has got to go in first, and I think it might be my end.
I think we're pitching a tent over here,
Oh, there we go.
perhaps.
Actually, we're right in there.
And this is the Coleman tent right here. It's about a 3-person tent, 2 comfortably.
And then the white strings go on the sides.
Yeah.
The blue part goes in the front.
And the other one, this one's a Northwest Territory tent, sold exclusively at Kmart. And this thing has been with us through quite a few camping trips here. So I'm kind of proud of this tent. It does need to be waterproofed again though, because it does tend to leak, but luckily they're not calling for any rain tonight.
You can stick the hooks right in those silver rings.
So both of these tents are actually quite easy to set up. I mean, you know, you just put a couple poles in there and put them in the right way. Stick the ends of the poles in and you're pretty much set. You're ready to go. Ours, we lost the pole that goes in the rain fly over the top of it, which is not cool at all. I'm not sure how we lost it, but that's one of those things. Keep control of your poles. Like, control your poles. Know where your poles are, because those are very important. Now, without the pole to go through the rainfly lays right against the edge of the tent. And now it's like whenever it rains, the rain just goes right down the sides, and of course it soaks the tent. But I've had my eye on one that's this size, the size of the Northwest Territory, but it's actually like a blackout tent by Coleman. Coleman makes one now that is more impenetrable by the sunlight, which I really like the idea of, because you wake up in the morning, we're ghost hunters, we're up late at night, we're up, we don't get up until like 11 or 12 in the morning. And by then, of course, the sun is up, it's blaring, and you know, it's just not comfortable. So a blackout tent sounds kind of nice right now, but they're about $100, so, you know, something we might have to save up for, because we've already spent the stimulus checks. So maybe in the future.
Yeah, we've got a little millipede crawling around out here. Already encountering creatures of the night.
How big is this?
He's not really big.
Goodness. Big enough.
Yeah, look at all those legs, though, huh?
What are you looking
Yeah,
at?
that's pretty neat. That millipede right
Oh,
there.
come on, I need you.
Okay, so we're finding the trail to the bathhouse right here. It's got a nice little cut through. We're gonna go up here and
Look at this trail through the woods.
yeah, let me adjust this beam. Like this is a Craftsman headlamp,
That's a nice one too.
and you can see how far that beam can go. That's the solid beam, right? And then we got kind of a wider beam
Yeah.
for a wider work area, a little less focused. Yeah, and then it does some other things, but this is the Craftsman headlamp that was at one time sold exclusively at Sears.
Ooh, nice bathhouse.
Oh wow, look at this thing. Did you bring your
stone on here?
bring your mask?
No.
What are your mask in there?
I'm not wearing my mask in there.
Yeah, look at this
It's not
place.
gonna be anybody else in here.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's nice. I like the stone.
Wow. Yeah, what do they got out here? Free library.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Better Homes and Gardens magazine.
We ought to bring a Bible. Put it
We
in.
should. That would be a good thing. I was hoping to find a place to fill up this water bottle.
I thought it did say there was a water pump around here. It's that bathhouse with laundry and...
Let me take a walk around the outside. Check out the perimeter here. Here's the map of the campground. Okay, so this is where we are. A lot of campsites. Belt Bull Run. This opened in 1959. Was the first Northern Virginia regional park to be established. Originally comprised of only 100 acres, today it's more than 1,500 acres. Wow, and is one of the largest regional parks. Can accommodate groups by the hundreds. Yeah, that's something. All right, well, continuing the perimeter check of the bathrooms here. And hoping to find a place to fill up this water bottle. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night. And I say I'd rather be hungry than thirsty. Yeah, this looks promising. So this campground has a laundromat with some coin-op washers and dryers, place to do your dishes. This is pretty nice.
Some women made that box.
So we got the fire going here. It didn't take much more than a cardboard box and some lighter fluid and
I made
a
that
little bit of
fire.
wood. Emily made this.
I made the fire.
All right, so you did a pretty good job.
And Linda, every time you do a
But I think it's only appropriate for some campfire tales from beyond the grave. Not too far from where we're camping tonight, there's a place in Clifton, Virginia, known as the Moneyman Bridge.
Is this real?
It's a real story.
Can we go there?
We can. Now, the Moneyman Bridge, the story with it was that there was a petition long time ago, over 100 years ago, to close down an asylum that was out there in Clifton, Virginia. So they were transporting the inmates in these little prison vans
I'm sorry.
to relocate them. And one of the vans wrecked and the inmates escaped. So they
Talking to somebody.
sanctioned the police officers to go out into the woods of Clifton, Virginia to look for these inmates that escaped from the van. And they started finding dead bodies. Now, this story, I gotta tell you, this was relayed to me from a local. So you may read different stories on the internet if you look this up, but this was directly from a local. And they started finding the bodies of these people that were in the prison transport, half eaten, out in the woods.
Like by cannibals?
Someone was eating them. So as time went on, they found all the inmates except for one. One of them still remained missing. These dead rabbit carcasses started showing up strung among the area of Moneyman Bridge.
and they were half-eaten. Once again, just like the people were.
Mm-hmm.
So, one night, a cadet and his girlfriend, they're out there in the area of Moneyman Bridge, and at this point in time, it was still a somewhat secluded area. And they park so they can kind of be alone for a little bit. Well, suddenly, this hatchet comes crashing through their rear window. They didn't know it was a hatchet at the time. Something comes crashing through their rear window, and he turns on his headlights, and there's a man in a bunny suit standing there shaking his fists at them. So they get out of there. They hightail it out of there, and they look in the back to see what the bunny man threw at them. And indeed, it was a hatchet.
Oh, bunny man.
This was a bunny man. This is the bunny man. So as time went on, they started building some houses out there and building up the area. And the construction workers came out to work one day, and there was a man in a bunny suit on one of the half-built houses out there wielding an axe, telling them to stop trespassing. You're trespassing.
He killed them next.
Well, the bunny man disappeared for a while, but a legend came about that when you drive through the Moneyman Bridge and you say Bunny Man, Bunny Man,
Bunny man.
Bunny Man,
3 times.
3 times, the Bunny Man will come down and kill you.
I'm down to get murdered tonight.
Now I have to
So,
say,
it's actually bullshit.
It's complete
Because
bull.
we said bunny man 3 times. We said it 4 or 5 times. Like we were like pleading for the bunny man to come forth and actually appear, and it never did.
never did. Now, truth be told to this legend, there was no record of an insane asylum out there in the area of Clifton, Virginia, where they said this transport was from. The petition was signed from Fairfax County to close down this asylum. But yet the legend of the bunny man remains. Was there somebody that was running around out there in a bunny suit? It's perfectly possible.
Yeah,
but if there
because-
was, the origin of his story remains unknown.
Yeah, because if I really wanted to screw with somebody, I'd run around in a bunny suit.
Maybe he was on acid.
Like on acid. Like
Maybe he was on acid.
like I'd take some LSD and I'd run around in a bunny suit, and I think I would like have fun hatcheting through people's windshields. And I think that's what this guy was doing. He was
Slash your
probably
tires
in
first.
some state of mind where he was a little bit off, right?
Cocaine, child,
And he was probably just enjoying himself because he'd had the freedom, the sudden freedom from this insane asylum
That didn't exist.
that didn't exist. And I think that I would run around and just screw with people so totally hard.
Start taking their remotes and slashing their, just
taking the
just
remote
slashing-
controls.
Just
Yeah.
slashing one tire.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
cook-
Now, I have to say, as far as the bunny man, okay, years ago, the Battle of Bull Run, we're at Bull Run Campground right now, and the Battle of Bull Run is right around the corner.
It is.
And this was the first official VAPI outing, was to the Battle of Bull Run.
Right.
Well, we explored the battlefield during the day, and we ate dinner at an Applebee's. And Scott, my associate and the co-founder, who was with us at certain times, he inquired on the waitress, "Are there any haunted places in this area?" And this was in a time where we didn't really do a whole lot of research about the surrounding area. We were more so focused on Bull Run. And she relayed the story of Moneyman Bridge. So sure enough, we went out there and we drove through it. We stopped under it, called the Money Man, but no such person appeared. We've been through it a handful of times since then. Never seen anybody resembling a man in a bunny suit. But the legend does exist, and I always ask with these urban legends, there's so many creepy roads, there's so many places that you drive through and say, this should be haunted. Like this should, if I was going to make up a story, this would be the perfect setting for it. But what causes some places to hold these legends when others don't? I feel deep down inside that there must be some nugget of truth to every urban legend.
That's exactly right.
And that was the 7
That's
gates
exactly
of
right.
hell.
There's
The
always
7 gates of hell. Now that's one for a whole nother
Yeah,
campfire.
that is.
Perhaps
But
Tomorrow
there always is a nugget of truth in every legend. And that's what we talk about a lot, is that, you know, that's why we enjoy the urban legends so much, is because there's so many urban legends out there, so many that are untold online, and so many that are just urban legends that are things that are spoken about locally. Okay? And that's why we enjoy going to different places, whether we're having breakfast or we're having dinner or whatever the case may be, and stopping and talking to people and saying, hey, what have you experienced? Like, what have you heard of? What do you know is out here? Because you hear these stories. What was it, the Seven Sisters? There was a
the
story.
green-eyed...
There's never...
The green-eyed children. She is referring
we
to
never would have heard of this.
a story that we heard at a Turkey Hill
Yeah.
in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. And that's, once again, a
Exactly.
story for another campfire.
It is, but that's not a story we would have ever heard of online. That is a story that we only would have heard of locally. And there's so many urban legends that are told of locally that are not actually mentioned online. These people don't go online, and they don't just post this stuff online. So get out there and talk to people.
Absolutely, and I encourage you, if there's an urban legend from your area that's lesser known, that maybe no one's ever heard of, or perhaps one that has been heard of, tell us about it down below.
Tell us about it.
We'd love to hear about it, and perhaps share it as a campfire tale from beyond the grave. All right, so pretty hot day today. It's 91 degrees up here. Yeah, it must have heated up while we were driving. It's always a little cooler in the woods. So I'm gonna definitely have to find some deodorant.
Yeah, me too, man.
You know what I mean? At some point. But we're at a place that used to be very popular, very common, and now there's only 2 of them that I know of. That is one at the rest stop, but it's not very common that you see them anymore. A Roy Rogers restaurant. Okay, we can see it in the background here. There it is. Now, Roy Rogers, for those of you that don't know, is basically an American hero. This guy's a legend, right? He was one of the singing cowboys back in the 40s. Comic books about him, action movies. He always tamed the Wild West and fought off bandits and bad guys and oil mongrels while extending the hand of friendship to the Indians. Good guy.
Did you say oil mongrels?
Yeah, is that not right? Oil mongrels? Weren't they like stealing oil and stuff like that?
I don't think I've ever heard that in my life.
Yeah, what would that be?
Oil tycoons?
Yeah,
Is that what you're trying to
tycoons.
say?
Yeah. What's the difference between a mongrel and a tycoon?
I don't know, mongrel. I don't know the exact definition of mongrel, but I don't think it really fits there.
But aside from saving the world, Roy Rogers makes a pretty mean bird. So we're gonna go in here and check it out. And apparently some pretty good other things. Beer battered cod. Oh yeah, look at that. You get the dirt off your boots. Thank you, Will.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Oh man, look at that stuff right here, huh? And there's the Roy's Fixin' Bar. Quite a hearty menu here, wouldn't you say?
It is.
Hey, there he is. Yeah, there's Roy Rogers. Definitely not something to shiver at. Look at that Texas Pete spicy sandwich combo.
I was looking at the Big Sky Burger up on the menu up there.
Oh man, that thing does not look like a joke. Wow.
Looks really good.
So let's get a closer look at this Texas Pete spicy chicken sandwich combo. It was tempting. It was tempting to get this. But I had to go with the traditional chicken. I did.
I got fish and chips.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ah,
It just looked really good.
Yeah. So we got some of the movie posters from some of the Roy Rogers classic movies hanging up here on the walls.
Arizona Kid. I've never seen all these movies. And I gotta say, if you haven't seen them, you definitely gotta check them out. Classics. King of the Cowboys. And here we have, gotta point out, Bob Nolan and the Sons of the Pioneers. Roy Rogers was one of the founding members of the Sons of the Pioneers. And they are in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
I'm drinking
Got
that.
some Birch Beer Fanta here. I'm not sure I've seen that before.
It's very red. Oh, it's very
Yeah,
good though.
Red, huh? I'm thinking of going for the lemonade.
It's extremely good. It's very sweet.
We got a plethora of sauces here. And you're getting some Boom Boom sauce, right? Got some Roy's barbecue sauce, horseradish. And you're trying the Boom Boom. Let's get a look at the texture there of that sauce. Yeah, it looks pretty good. How is it?
It's like,
Mayo.
no, it's like, if I ate fish, I would think it's like a fish sauce.
Fish sauce. Okay.
That would make sense to be a fish sauce.
That makes sense. So we got our food here in the bag. I have to highlight it. It says, oh, that one ripped. Have a cowboy kind of day. Right? So, what are we eating here so far?
Sorry. So I got a chicken box.
Oh yeah.
With
How was that?
the holster fries. I paid extra for this and it didn't even come in a holster.
Oh, the holster fry. Look at that. Man, they used to come in a holster though. They did.
Yeah, it's still good though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But it kind of reminds me of Dodge's chicken.
Dodges. That's a pretty good place. Yeah. And Emily, you got the chicken strips or what?
Yeah, I got chicken tenders and honey mustard.
How are they?
Pretty good.
All right. And you got the fish sandwich. Or the
Fish
just the
platter.
Fish platter.
Yep.
All right. So on a scale of 1 to Long John Silver's, how would you rate that?
It's good. It's not Long John Silver's good, but it's also not quite as greasy as Long John Silver's is. But they don't have any of the malt vinegar. I like malt vinegar on it.
Yes, malt
But
vinegar is in
they,
the
they didn't have any of that, so I have to settle for just the tartar sauce, and that's good.
Ah, the Boom Boom sauce. I haven't tried that yet. Emily tried it. She said it was pretty good. It might go good on your fish.
Boom Boom sauce on fish? Really?
She said it was like a fish sauce. So I want to highlight first this. Okay, this is the coleslaw right here. I usually like coleslaw with the chicken, mashed potatoes. I have a tough choice because I like coleslaw, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. But you rarely get 3 sides.
Right.
You know what I mean? Usually just 1. So let's take a look into this chicken box here. And we got a biscuit. Feels nice. Let's take a look at the inside there. Oh man, look at that break. And it's just nice and soft in the middle there, like you can kind of pinch it and see how it sticks together.
Oh yeah.
That's how you can tell you have a moist biscuit right there. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't even have to taste that to tell you how good it is.
Biscuit ain't good if it ain't moist. You know what I mean?
That's a good chicken.
Okay, so we're here at the location in Reston. We're gonna go in, do an interview with the client, get the details of the activity, and keep you posted on the investigation. Hopefully we'll be able to run some video along the way.
Supposed to be clean up, but
So she was never able to help you then?
George, she teach me what to read and write, study. I don't have patience to sit, not the freedom to sit, write. Anybody like happy like that? Oh no. And it's really raping and tormenting in my bedtime. I have to be up, must up. They let you choke, suffocate until you don't breathe. I'm on medication overnight because I don't want to feel nothing because I don't belong. I'm not a toy for them.
Yes.
They are slaves and butlers for me. You're begging. And the first one, this Benzel Theodore Floyd, he said he can get anybody he wants. You can do whatever you want. I will get you. And second one, William Joseph Meyer. I find papers in his house. It's like the third degree of bipolar. Really schizophrenic. I didn't know that. It's Facebook. Never go with Facebook, but it's dangerous. I have 2 boys, and they are not allowed even to come around me. One is sleeping at the room. Do you see how I'm here?
Yes.
Because in their eyes, I deserve this life. They're blocking. Everything, damages, destroy, destruction. And interview or any phone call with somebody, my phone shut down in my hand. Bomb, it's gone. Oh, excuse me? Who the hell are you?
Okay, so walking around with these, what's it called again here? Aura glasses. So they combine these color exciting chemicals with UV dye that perhaps let us see auras. And if a spirit does indeed give off an aura, definitely a useful tool, though I haven't really seen anything yet with them, but that has kind of lined up with the evidence we've gotten on most of the investigations in which I've tried out these aura glasses. We always like to keep experimenting though, because you never know. And once again, I'm not saying it's the glasses, it might just be the locations where I've been putting them on, or the times at those locations that I've been putting them on, when no significant activity was occurring.
I can hear like a
Can you hear it?
humming. I hear humming. Oh, I hear it.
There's music coming through
And
here.
a hum.
I only hear the humming too. Let me see if I can pick up the
There is
music.
coming
Why would there be music coming through here? Is there any reason? Something about excited or inside you or something like that? It's inside you, that's what it said.
Really? Did it?
You listen to that? Or you listen to it?
No. I heard the music though. From a distance.
Did you hear the music?
From a distance. I hear it right now.
Oh, it's coming from the spirit box.
It sounds like radio.
It's not sweeping.
It's Ariana Grande.
It's not sweeping. I was trying to push the button and make it sweep, but it wouldn't sweep. That's what it was. So it's just sitting
sweeping
on that
now?
one station. There it goes. And it's very faint.
Huh.
Do we
Volume?
need more batteries
Wait,
in this thing, maybe?
What's the volume looking like on it?
It's not. Do
Not
what?
because we're in like an apartment.
Is the volume up all the way? Or?
The only other place I've seen this happen was in Gloucester. Remember that investigation? I couldn't get it. I couldn't. It's doing the same exact thing it did in Gloucester.
But the batteries died in Gloucester too, didn't they?
Do what?
Didn't the batteries die in Gloucester? We had to change the batteries out.
They did.
So that's gotta be what it is.
Oh, rats.
It wasn't Gloucester that crazy case?
Yeah, but I think the spirit box acting up might have been just a result of the batteries.
I don't know. It's sweeping.
But it's not coming through.
Nothing's coming through.
Are you checking Thomas?
Thomas.
Another biblical name.
Uh-huh.
Who's Thomas now?
And
I don't
there's
know, but
another
it's
word
stuff
coming
out.
now too. It's coming right. one
That's
after
your
another.
husband?
It's like she's provoking it.
Energy.
Yep.
Energy.
Oh, you want more energy? Okay, go to hell at yourself.
It's one after another.
Give you
Look
some
at that.
energy here. Move on.
Mine's not doing
Let's
anything.
put your Thomas energy. Who's Thomas?
Stones.
Stones? Oh, you got some
Does that
diamonds
sound
for
like
me.
stones? Does the
Maybe we're talking about Thomas Stonewall Jackson.
I don't think so.
History, huh?
yeah? There's another word coming. Getting ready.
Yeah, it's spitting them out right and left now.
Yeah. Keep,
Okay,
keep
let's
saying
start.
it.
Black.
Black. Oh, wow.
Black
Okay.
stones. Energy black stones.
Like black magic.
Aren't those beads black?
They're brown.
No, they're
but-
brown.
Brown.
Hold.
Black. Oh.
There's another word coming.
Red. You're
Look, I've
angry.
never seen
Go.
that.
I've never
Go.
seen it do that either. Green.
Green.
Black, green.
Mira.
Mira. What's Mira?
Look.
Mira is a name, Arab name.
It's also means
It's totally on the
look.
server.
It also means look in Spanish. You
What's
know?
that?
The app is totally on the server.
What are we
Yeah.
supposed to look at?
You are here.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't believe it.
Mm-mm.
Let me see how you look like Jackie. King Kong. What you want from me?
If we can say all that, you can say all that through the spirit box.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, if it can manipulate that app, it can talk to the spirit box.
Doggy, doggy. Oh, no.
Maybe you should turn on the spirit box like she's doing.
Yeah.
Come on, Mira.
Y'all pay for that app, didn't y'all?
Oh,
Y'all
it's
pay for that app,
Spanish
didn't y'all?
then. Mira, Spanish.
I didn't pay for it.
Oh,
It's free.
Spanish.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, should we turn on the spirit box while she's
While she's
doing that?
messing
That's what I'm
Stones?
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try
Probably a
that.
good idea,
Oh,
right?
you want my stones? This one? They don't like it? Oh, I'm gonna pray every time 24/7 then.
All right, so we wrapped up the investigation here in Reston. Definitely an interesting one. A few things we got to do before heading over to the next one. I think we're gonna need some bug spray, judging on the activity of the insects last night by our campsite. And Will and Emily got kicked out of their tent last night. The bugs were so big they literally came in there and dragged the air mattress out with them two laying on it. I woke up there.
Spider as big as my hand.
Yeah, ridiculous sized spider. So we're gonna look for some insect repellent.
Definitely.
We need to get a hold of more firewood.
Probably some bear repellent too.
Got to put that
Bear
second G in the
repellent.
title. Yeah.
Peppermint oil
You
for
might need
spider.
bear
Any
repellent for
problem
that
with
spider.
bears?
So yeah, it's probably been like 2 weeks for it to come in.
Okay, so we're here at the Wishbone Rotisserie. What are our thoughts on this place? What kind of food is this here?
It's Peruvian.
Peruvian.
Yes.
Oh.
So, yeah, Peru's in South America,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know. But
Okay.
anything with chicken is good.
All right.
Chicken is always good.
Why'd you look at me when you said for those of you that don't know?
Teasers and all the Las Vegas stuff.
All right, so what do we got here? What are we looking at?
So I got a wrap.
wrap?
Yeah, the roasted rotisserie. And it, you probably can't see much inside there until I bite into it,
Yeah.
but it's a fairly good sized wrap.
Are you taking a bite of it?
It feels very, very hot right now.
Okay.
So I think I might have to kind of nibble at the end to
Yeah.
get the end off so that I have a little,
Kind of see what it
ventilation.
looks like. Yeah.
So I might have to wait on that a little bit. But I also have those plantains that are really sweet.
Oh yeah, plantain.
Yes, those are my favorite. They're so good. So good.
That chocolate chicken place, that was good.
Yeah, that charcoal chicken place is all right. Now I got this spicy chicken charcoal sandwich here. It's charcoal chicken. Now I gotta say, when I was looking at the sandwiches and debating what to get, I thought about the wings because they did have a plethora of wing sauces. However, the wings, being fried and being a place that cooks stuff with charcoal, I figured I would try the charcoal.
Yeah, and it actually looks like a pretty good sandwich.
It does. Let's take a closer look at it. What are these sauces you have here?
I don't know. But they had a sauce guide up there.
So one of those is hot, maybe?
Maybe.
What kind of sauces are these?
The yellow is my spicy and the white is not spicy one.
Okay,
I have
so
green that's either spicy as well.
Oh yeah, I want really spicy. That'd be great. Thank you.
You got soup.
Okay, so what do you guys got there? This is some lime soup. All right.
I just have a
And Mindy, you're in the
plain,
middle of unveiling
I
something
also
for
got
here.
I got
the same thing that Linda got, but with
Okay.
no vegetables or anything.
All right, a wrap. And,
I got the steak wrap.
a wrap. Okay, so variety of wraps here. Well, what is that?
Oh, quarter chicken.
Oh, we're on a
salad.
chicken theme today. We got chicken wings
Oh,
last
yeah.
night. Roy Rogers is in there. Thank you. Got some spicy sauce right here. So that's the quarter charcoal chicken.
Oh yeah.
With some salad. That's,
Nice
that's
little
a pretty
salad.
fresh salad too. I
It
must
does
say.
though. It's really fresh.
And you went ahead and you kind of bit into that wrap there, Mindy. What is that on there?
Chicken,
Oh,
just
the
chicken.
Charcoal chicken wrap. Good stuff. Is it charcoal chicken or is it regular chicken?
It's charcoal chicken. It's got some kind of sauce in there too.
Good, isn't it?
It is. I don't know what it is, but
And
it's
rice
wonderful.
and some other things.
Yep, very good.
All right. So yours is chicken and yours is steak. Is it charcoal steak or is it just regular steak?
Regular steak. Sirloin steak.
Will, how's the chicken?
It was Good. Do you have any hot sauce? Is that hot sauce?
Yeah, this is hot sauce. You want to try some of that? I'm gonna try some of this hot sauce too. It looks pretty good. I had similar stuff to this at that charcoal chicken place. But let me first get the natural flavor of the sandwich, and then we'll try it with the hot sauce. Okay? There's an art to tasting things to get it right.
Which one? Your soup? Maybe.
It's good, but it's not hot.
It came with the soup, didn't it?
Yeah, I want top.
Well,
It's good, but it's not hot.
nope.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's a good sandwich.
Oh,
Luckily, I don't need a fork. So the Wishbone Rotisserie, good
It's very
place,
good.
very good.
Yeah.
Friendly people, very good service.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that
was.
ran the place, or that at least was making the food,
yeah.
very
He was
friendly.
very nice. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
definitely, if you're in the Leesburg area, stop in and check it out.
Yeah, and they also have a couple of other little places here that I'd like to try eventually. Chen's Garden, they have a Chinese food place, they have a Greek place, and then they have an Italian place right over here as well.
Yeah.
So whatever you're kind of into, you can stop at this one little strip mall under construction. Keep that in mind. It's a little bit rough looking right now, but
Yeah, it'll be
they
something.
all
then.
have over 4 stars.
And
so-
there's a Roy Rogers across the street. Am I on the Roy Rogers? Yeah, that's the Roy
There it
Rogers.
is.
Well, we're off to the investigation.
Yep.
So we're sitting down here in the basement. It's a nice basement. And some interesting things here at this case. The stove's been turned on by itself. And related to that, the fire alarms have gone off, and there's been no explanation for it. They checked out the system. There's nothing wrong with it. There's quite a bit of other activity. The dogs respond to something. But mainly she's concerned, wants to know whatever's here isn't harmful, and that we can perhaps get the message, receive the message, so that whatever's here, whoever's here trying to give that message can cross on, or leave the house at least. Mainly concerns are for safety.
There seems to be a theme here with fire. Is there some reason why you're turning on the stove, or why the fire alarms are going off?
Did anybody even know if there was a fire in the house before? Did they document that stuff?
No, not really. Not unless it kills somebody, you know.
They don't really document like small kitchen fires.
But you don't know though. It could have been big. 'Cause all you gotta do is renovate it.
It came over everything.
All you gotta do is clean over, renovate it, and somebody else back in it.
Yeah, but if it wasn't a major fire, then it wouldn't have killed anybody or given them any reason to stay behind.
Maybe it could have been like an electrical problem here or something. Just
Yeah.
So we wrapped up our investigation out there in Leesburg,
Yep.
and sure enough, a thirst for some coffee at this hour.
Oh yeah, gotta have
And
coffee.
yeah, so we're just pulling around the corner. There's that red beacon of the night, Sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
looking forward to going in here and getting some coffee, nice hot coffee.
I
Be
know.
good right about now.
Yeah, sounds really good. I'm even thinking about maybe ordering one of those that you order through the touchscreen.
Ooh.
Like getting like one of those special lattes or cappuccino things, or a mocha. Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah,
Thinking
I'm
that.
feeling a little fancy. Let's get
Yeah.
that latte.
Yeah.
Welcome back. How'd they know we were here before?
Oh no, I probably figured that out.
Man, look at all these light up things in here.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
Some stuff.
This is a different one.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's a little more high tech.
It is.
They've got the brew your own things here,
Yeah.
and I like these. Fill,
Oh,
drink.
eat, drink, repeat. That is nice.
Yep. Kind of partial to the
Yeah.
red one. Not that I need more coffee mugs. Like, that's the last thing in the world that I need is another.
Right. But if I had to get rid of one to get that, I might consider it.
Right. So how do we order? This is a cool.
Huh?
I said, this is cool sheets.
It is.
Different.
It's laid out different than any sheets I've seen before.
Let's take a look at the hot drinks. Ooh. Let's see.
Oh, look at that. Americano.
Yeah. Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Double espresso. Hot cocoa.
Sounds good.
Let's see. Here's what. No, I'm not getting hot cocoa. I'm just saying that's what they got. Hot cocoa doesn't have enough caffeine for me right now. Maybe caramel vanilla.
So we found the Whoozy What's It. King size, and it's new.
Right.
From
Yeah.
the Hershey Company.
Yeah. See those Hershey people, you know?
Milton knows what he's doing. I've said it before and I'll say it
Yeah,
again.
They're always bringing out new stuff too.
Chocolate, chocolatey crisps, and peanut butter candy bars.
Huh.
Sounds a lot like a whatchamacallit.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to sample that.
Yeah, but the thing is, the problem is, I was looking at this, and they have Reese's Big Cups with peanuts, and another one with pretzels.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, the Reese's people. They've
But
got a
this
lot
is
of
new.
Reese's stuff.
gotta try this.
Yeah.
And I always get this one. The blueberry Red Bull is the best one.
Yeah.
So is it blue or is it red?
It's blueberry, but it's reddish.
That sounds
Purple.
pretty good.
All right, are we ready to pay?
Oh, Jeff, touchy blue.
No, I already looked. I already looked.
So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Whoozy What's It king size, and let's get a look at this thing. Oh, okay. I'm liking the chocolate coverage that I'm seeing right now. I'm not seeing anything sticking through from underneath.
Right.
Solid layers of chocolate right here.
Yeah, that
All
was
right.
pretty good.
Mmm.
Take a look down inside there. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's almost like chocolate granola.
Do?
No, it's really good. It's like breakfast bars that I've had before, kind of.
Oh, okay.
And I was expecting it to be wafer, like in the whatchamacallit.
Yeah. And it's
But
not?
no, this is a few steps above the whatchamacallit.
Huh.
Unless you're a wafer person. I don't like wafers as much.
That's
But
cool.
this is pretty good. You can see the little layer of peanut butter on the top there.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So it's like peanut butter, chocolate granola, and chocolate bar.
That was a big bite. And a
Crafted in
obnoxious
heaven
bite.
and handed down to the Hershey Company in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And then distributed as sheets. Okay, so we're back here at the campsite. And we got some steaks going here over the fire. And they're making some s'mores, I see.
That's not hot for you, Linda?
No, see, I got my hand out of the fire. Yeah, that's the trick. Yeah. I didn't want to roll.
We got some kind of seasoning for this too. What is this? Kinder's
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Rub, the steak blend.
It's actually real good for the price, man. That shit's only $1.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so we're taking a look at the finished product here, if we can, if I can keep the light on it, and at the same time, took a bite out of it. It's about well done. Got the grill marks on there. What do you say, Will? How's yours looking over there?
Looks good, dude.
Yeah, the seasoning is pretty good. I definitely recommend it. How are the s'mores coming along?
Oh, they're good.
So you about to put one together there?
I am.
Let's see it when you put it together.
Okay, so I like mine a light golden brown without being too dark, you know. But you gotta have the graham crackers and the chocolate already kind of ready to go. And then, see, all you gotta do is place it on there and sort of
look at
pull
that.
this out.
Melting the chocolate a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Flick the stick. Yep. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it looks like a good s'more. Oh man, that was an obnoxious bite.
Not really.
As shadows of night surround the glow of the fire, it's time for Campfire Tales from Beyond the Grave.
So I have sort of an unorthodox story tonight. And this is one that we often tell at our lectures and, you know, the talks that we give at the local libraries and that sort of thing. It involves a man in ancient times called Atheniodorus. And he was a gentleman that was trying to rent out a building, like he rented a house. And when he moved into the home, he started kind of experiencing this ghost that would wake him up in the middle of the night, and it was rattling chains and really just freaking him out. And he couldn't figure out exactly why this thing would appear and then would turn around and walk off in the same direction every night and then disappear. So one night he decided that this thing was probably trying to tell him something. So he followed the route that this spirit took every night as it disappeared and started digging up the floor inside the house. And eventually he ended up finding the bones of this man buried underneath the floor of the home, and it was still shackled in the same old chains that were seen by the spirit, the ones the spirit were wearing. So this was actually considered the first paranormal investigation. This man had gone out in search of, you know, the evidence of why this spirit existed, and had ended up finding it. And kind of an interesting story, but it gave rise to ghost hunting as we know it today.
So we wrapped up our campsite, packed everything up, and I have to say last night was a pretty good night here. Not bad weather. It got a little cooler at night, but the thing was, these people next to us moved into the site next to us sometime yesterday, and these people had the biggest dogs that I've ever seen, like these two big hound dogs, and these dogs barked just about all night. Right? Anyone else hear that?
Oh yeah, they were barking all night. It was crazy.
Non-stop.
Yeah,
And they were tied literally like about 10 feet from our tent. They had these dogs tied just out there.
Yeah.
And it's a big, deep, bassy bark that shakes your whole tent.
Well, and one of them was a Doberman. The other one was one of those dogs from Turner and Hooch. Maybe a Mastiff. I forget exactly what kind of dog it is, but they're massive.
Yeah.
So they've got that big, deep bark, like you said, and it's just constant. Like if a squirrel farted, they would be like, "Roo, roo,
yeah, and
roo,
it was literally every 5 minutes from
Yeah.
about 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe earlier on, because
Yeah,
it was before the sun came up and started.
It was pretty ridiculous.
Jeez. The first night, though, perfectly quiet.
It
I mean, the
was.
loudest thing was probably the crackling of our campfire, accompanied by Campfire Tales from Beyond the Grave.
Yeah, it was really nice the first night because those people were not there.
Yeah, but right now we found a unique place to eat, one-of-a-kind place, Yorkshire something in Manassas, and we're going to go check that out, and perhaps swing by the battlefield and get a look at the place where Stonewall Jackson got his name. Alright, got some vintage gumball machines out here. All kinds of prizes in them. Bunny flingers. Cool stuff. Let's go check out the restaurant. Alright, so it's got this classic diner style atmosphere here, right? Looking at the menu, the Yorkshire Restaurant, established in 1958.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty
Been around
cool.
for a while.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff do we have on the menu?
I like the table of contents.
Nice.
I have to say that's a nice touch.
That's not something you see every day.
Definitely not. But I'm going for breakfast today.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping for something that's got like peppers and onions in it.
I like the vintage kind of breakfast drawing
Yeah.
at the top there.
Yeah, that's
It's probably like the same menu they had back in 1958.
Could
Okay.
be. Could be.
So this is going to sound strange, but we just realized there's a jail cell behind us.
In a restaurant.
Yeah. So we're going to go check that out.
Yeah, I'm thinking it has something to do with the previous use of the building.
Perhaps it was a jail.
Could be.
It looks like an old jail cell back here. And there's a whole huge section back there with stables and everything. That's pretty cool. What a neat place. So, it was never a jail cell. They just made it look like that for decoration. And you go back there, there's a huge section. It looks like old stables and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Maybe it
kinda
has something to do with the Yorkshire.
Well, I did notice that there were large wagon wheels kind of embedded in the
Yeah.
exterior siding of the building. So I guess it's supposed to have kind of a little bit of a Western feel. It doesn't quite achieve that, feel up here necessarily. Because, I mean,
Right.
it just looks like a normal diner.
Yeah, but back there it's amazing. Now, what is Yorkshire?
Yorkshire?
Isn't
I
that-
mean, it's a place in England.
Yeah, so what? It's weird that it's Western themed and it's named Yorkshire, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know why that would be.
But yeah, it looks like an old jail cell, but
Yeah.
it's just decoration. Pretty cool. All right, so the food's arrived. And Will, what'd you get here? You got the burger.
Yeah, it's the burger and fries.
All right, that looks pretty good.
It does though. It tastes good too.
It looks like it's lacking sauce or something. Is the sauce on the
I thought
bottom?
it no mayo.
So Emily, you got egg scrambled heart.
Yes.
And for the folks at home that don't know what scrambled heart is, what does that mean?
Just kind of like scramble it till they're dry.
Okay.
I don't like my eggs runny or like watery or anything like that.
Because I knew, I just had to ask in case
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
else knew. So it looks pretty good. And the French toast,
Yeah, the French toast looks really good.
ice cream scoop of butter on it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. So you took a bite of that burger. Well, how is it?
Good.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Satisfied with 7.
Okay. That's not bad. That's a pretty good rating. So this is the Hungry Man with bacon. And we got the home fries there. And some sausage gravy covered biscuits. Scrambled eggs. And Linda, you got the same thing except for you got some sausage.
I did. Yeah, and I'm really excited about it. It's been a long time since I've had sausage gravy. My mother used to make it. I think hers was probably the best, even though it's just out of one of those little paper packets, just a mix. But I always like the sausage gravy. I think it's my favorite. And so far, it seems really good.
Kind of pick it up and like this.
Yeah. Took it back.
So I gotta tell you, we were looking at this and being like, man, cholesterol's got to be through the roof, right?
Right.
All this gravy and stuff. I went to the doctor like 6 years ago and he said I had high cholesterol, so I just didn't go back. And ever since then, I never got a blood test with high cholesterol in it. So that's the secret.
Just don't go to the doctor.
That's it. You don't go, there's nothing wrong.
It's like going to the mechanic. Get that money.
Yeah,
That's right.
You go to the mechanics, they get under the hood of your car and it never runs the same again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that was an obnoxious bite. Really good, isn't it?
Got some good sausage gravy.
There you have it.
Yep.
Yorkshire
Shire restaurant.
restaurant. Good
Yep.
place. If you're in Manassas, check it out. Bet they have some good lunch foods too. According to Will, the burger was good, so that's lunch food, right?
Yeah,
Breakfast was
exactly.
good. It even says best breakfast in town. And they
Yeah.
got like 4.7 stars on Google and
Yep.
$1 sign because they're affordable.
They are.
Very affordable.
Yeah, now I have to say the home fries were not that great. I was not impressed by the home fries. They didn't have a lot of flavor to them. I would have liked a little bit of seasoning or something,
Yeah.
but it was just like fried potato.
Yeah.
That was it. But, the sausage gravy was pretty amazing.
It was good. It was good. Especially for what you paid for it.
Yeah.
But the visitor center at Manassas Battlefield should have some decent bathrooms, so we can go check them out.
here we are inside the visitor shop or visitor center. Cool artifacts on display here. Here's a sign that talks about the casualties of the war. 622,000 died. And there it is in comparison to every other war. Well, so one of those little soldiers equals 10,000 deaths. So we'll just point out this sign. 16 years to enlist.
Over a screener called Oman and reads 25 miles to Washington, D.C. Today, this peaceful landscape provides a setting for understanding the two great Civil War battles that were fought. This program will focus on the sites and events of the First Battle of Manassas. It is dawn on the morning of July 21st, 1860.
This is amazing.
The day is ours. The dispirited Confederate troops flee past the stone house and seek cover on Henry Hill. There they meet Commanding Generals Johnston and P.G.T. Beauregard, who plead with them to halt and reform. When all seems darkest for the Confederates, a fresh brigade of Virginians under General Thomas J. Jackson arrives on Henry Hill. When General B anxiously...
So pretty amazing map they had there, wasn't it? And the lights move when it shows the troop movements and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to be able to see that, you know, in a nice setting in there. It was pretty cool.
It really is. And that's one of the things, I mean, you can look at Civil War maps and look at the fronts and everything all day long, but you really don't get a very good idea of the troop movements. So that's why I appreciated it, because, you know, they say left flank and all this stuff, and we're like, what is he talking about, you know? But when you see the little lines of lights moving around on that map, that's pretty cool.
It is, all the positions and such. But we're walking out now to the Stonewall Jackson Monument. This is where Stonewall Jackson got his name, Stonewall. So this should be, and I'm going to do a pan over here. Look at the scene of this, and this is only a small portion of this battlefield. This battlefield is something that you could come up and probably spend a good couple of days here, walking around everything. It's miles of battlefield. So this is trip one. Here's a monument to General Bernard Elliott B. of South Carolina. And it says he was killed here on July 21st, 1861. Just before his death, to rally his scattered troops, he gave the command, "Form, form, there stands Jackson like a stone wall, rally behind the Virginians." And right there is where Jackson would have stood like a stone wall. This scaffolding that they have up around it, when we were in the visitor center, one gentleman came in and inquired, and they have it there because they're currently cleaning the monument.
Sort of protected from the outside, and the gentleman who had inquired about it was extremely relieved. He was a little bit worried that they were about to tear the monument down, and then he went into the other room, and his wife was waiting for him there, and she said, "Are they tearing it down?" And he said, "No, they're just preserving it." She was like, "Oh, thank God." I would really like to have this in my front yard, though.
Yeah, that would be something. That would definitely be something.
Yeah.
And look at the arms they put on this guy. Like,
I know, they make him look like He-Man.
yeah.
Like he's like the Incredible Hulk, that guy.
Yeah, Jackson didn't need any cannons with those guns.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you know, you don't get the clear view of it with the scaffolding around it, but a unique view.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, how often do they work on these things and preserve them and such? So it's kind of neat to see it, the process that they go through in doing that.
Well, and I'm very grateful that I'm seeing them preserve it. I mean, you know, the stone house that's a little ways away here also has scaffolding around it, and it looks like they're trying to preserve that as well. And it's that's a very good thing. Glad to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad to see there's no graffiti all over it. Bunch of jerks.
But we're gonna go ahead and check out this house here, which was also a significant part. There's a family plot there. And let's see what the historical sign says, but I think it might be the Chin House.
So the first guy that died in the battle here, he died right here. Brigadier General Francis Stebbings Bartow. Born Savannah, Georgia, September of 1860, mortally wounded on this spot, July 21st, 1861. He commanded the 7th, 8th, 9th, and the 11th Georgia and the 1st Kentucky regiments. He was the first Confederate officer to give his life on the field.
So his body is right here.
I don't know, they probably moved his body. He's probably buried in one of the national cemeteries around here, but see what this one says.
Looks like they put a monument for him way back then.
Yeah,
And that's something.
it's considered one of the South's earliest military martyrs.
We're looking at a monument to the Patriots of Bull Run. Looks like it was erected June 10th, 1865, from what I can see.
Both. Yeah, downhill and then uphill. And then you gotta go back.
Yeah, this is quite an amazing picture. It's from the formal declaration of the Bull Run Monument back in 1865. It remains one of the oldest extant monuments on any Civil War battlefield.
Fallow and overgrown in the summer of 1861, a small vegetable garden and orchard surrounded the frame house. Inside the home, 84-year-old Judith Henry remained bedridden, too old to work the land that had been in her family for more than a century. She shared the home with her daughter Ellen. A hired teenage slave, Lucy Griffith, assisted with domestic chores. The Battle of Bull Run culminated on the Henry property. Unaware of civilians inside the home, Federal artillery fired on the dwelling to drive away Confederate sharpshooters. The cannon fire crashed through the house, mortally wounding the widow Henry, the battle's only known civilian fatality. By day's end, the family matriarch was dead, the house in ruin, and the surrounding landscape forever redefined by the events of July 21st, 1861. Yes, this old bedridden lady laying inside there. She was the only fatality.
And this house wasn't the same house they're talking about,
No,
though,
they
right?
just it was probably on this site. It's probably right here on this site, but they just rebuilt. I have to say, this is nice with that wood siding.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
The grave of our dear mother, Judith Henry. So that's the grave of the old woman. It's inside the house. It was killed by the federal artillery.
She was the civilian casualty.
Yep. And their son lies here.
And it looks like he lived till 1898.
Yeah.
These were the footstones, perhaps?
Yeah. It's funny how sunken in the two are on either side. That's typical for a grave, for a simple grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hers is not sunken in at all. It makes me wonder if maybe her casket is made of a different material that didn't degrade quite as quickly as the others did.
So this is a nice looking piece of artillery right here, I have to say.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think there's
I'll probably go on that one.
no, I think it's
So here's a pretty cool picture from the first Battle of Manassas, July 21st, 1861 at 11:30 in the morning. And we're standing right now at the same place from which this painting was done. Or at least the same perspective of the painting. There's the little stone house down the hill there. And this is what it looks like today compared to back then. Back up here at the gift shop. What's cool is you get a national parks passport, and every time you go to a national park they have like these unique stamps for that park. So it's basically you keep this little booklet, and every time you go to one you get all these different stamps, and it's just kind of a record for yourself of like all the different national parks you've been to, battlefields and everything. But we're gonna check out the gift shop.
Meet the ranger out the rear exit building now.
Some cool stuff in here.
Our next ranger
Looks like Linda found some art. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was looking for some really cool posters.
That
Look at
one
this
looks familiar. Do you know why? That is this
Oh, that's
one right
that
here.
one?
Look at that.
The detail in it. I almost wondered if it's a Mort Kunstler.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I do too.
I think this is a good find. Civil War cooking, stories, and such. 129 recipes used by troops in the field. That sounds like stuff we could probably use. Camping, exactly. Got some pretty cool shirts over here. What'd you find there?
I found pocket watches.
Pocket watches.
I love pocket watches, and I've actually been wanting one for a long time. This one happens to have Stonewall Jackson on it, but they do have ones with Ulysses S. Grant. They have Robert E. Lee. They also have
look at
this
the
one
Jackson
with this
monument.
monument
That's pretty
on
cool.
it. Yeah, isn't that neat?
And the one down there, it's the Civil War.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that is neat.
That might be my favorite.
Yeah.
But they're only $25, and I'm tempted to get one because I just really don't like wearing watches actually around my wrist.
Now I do have to say these look pretty cool. Epic battles of the Civil War. Historical comics. Graphic novels. That's some pretty cool stuff. Just kind of knock one open there to get a look at the artwork inside. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So this, of course, is just a small portion of the Manassas battlefield. Stopped in the gift shop, got a magnet, and now I think we're gonna see, from where I stood at the hill, it looked like there was parking down there by the old stone house. To my understanding, it was used as a field hospital during the war, rumored to be haunted. But we're gonna go down there and check out the old stone house if we can.
So we start our own battle with Manassas. I go grab my gun.
So the stone house, it says a witness to history. The stone house at the intersection of the historic Warrenton Turnpike and Manassas Sudley Road witnessed the shifting tides of battle at 1st and 2nd Manassas. You can tour the house, it's open seasonally, and walk to the crest of Buck Hill on your right. So there's Buck Hill up there. And where we were just standing moments before was right up atop of this hill over here to the left. Right here's the stone house. So what's cool is this is a picture of the other side of the stone house, the front side, back in 1862. Now this would have been around the time of the second Manassas. So this house was built prior to 1850. It was a tavern for some travelers, many travelers. And during the war, soldiers took refuge in there, injured soldiers, and they talked about hearing the musket balls just constantly hitting the walls, chipping away at the rock from the outside. And then again, during the second Manassas, it was used for injured soldiers. So this was used as a hospital twice. It's like the center of combat. Let's see if we get a closer look at it. Perhaps walk around the front side and we can get a view from the front. I'd love, like Will said, it'd be pretty cool to spend the night in here, wouldn't it? I think it would be...
I bet you we'll get some in here.
Yeah.
There's no way we won't get nothing in here.
Yeah, especially being like right in the middle of a battlefield.
All those people that's died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that this is rumored to be haunted, this place. And that's not surprising.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
there's steps.
Here's the front side of the house.
What's up with the bars at the bottom? Was that like the prisoner?
They didn't mention a prison, so I'm not sure what that's for.
I'm loving those doors though, man. Something about those doors.
Yeah, that is a quality door right there.
This is on nice and heavy.
This must have been the old well. Pull the bucket up. And there's the little farmhouse. And that tree that seems to be standing in the middle of the screen here, that's the tree that with the little bench under it. That's the one that had the sign that had the picture of the battle.
We just left, right?
Huh?
The house over there, that's the one we just left, right?
Yeah, that's the one we were standing at with the little cemetery and everything. There you have it, the Battle of Bull Run, or the first and second Manassas. Goes by both names. This place is so huge. There's a trail that goes around the battlefield, and just the portion of the battlefield that we can see. There's so many portions that you probably got to drive to. But as far as we could see, there's a path that goes around it, cannons and historical markers and signs to read. There's the stone bridge we know of for sure. Probably a bunch of other things. So hopefully we'll hit some of those on the next trip. The next trip, definitely want to get to that stone bridge though and check that out. But cool place. Gotta allow yourself like a couple days if you really want to see everything and get into the stories of the battle and such. But some of you may be wondering, Jeff, after a hot day of walking around on a battlefield, what would be your beverage of choice? Well, it'd be water. But I was in the 7-Eleven and they happen to have this Gator Light. And this said it is scientifically formulated for rapid rehydration. So if you believe scientists,
which we don't,
this will rehydrate you. So I'm gonna give this a try, and it's kiwi strawberry or strawberry kiwi. So I'm excited about that. You got one too.
Yes. I also have an Electrolyte Rehydration Beverage is what they call it. This one is actually the 7-Eleven brand. Pomegranate Acacia flavor, right? 100% daily values, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no synthetic colors, or no high fructose corn syrup. So it's actually pretty good for you. I already busted it open because I'm quite thirsty and took a sip of it. It's very good.
Really?
And it's a pretty color of pink inside there,
That's
too.
something. Well, what'd you go for? The Pepsi Mango, huh?
Yep.
Have you tried? Is this your first time trying that, or have you tried it before?
Tried it before.
What'd you think of it? Obviously, you liked it.
It's good. It's like mango.
Did you think it was more mango or more Pepsi?
Mango.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's kind of like mango with a splash of Pepsi, but good stuff. So I was walking back here to the Pepsi cooler, and I walked past it, just going to the bathroom. I wasn't thinking much. End of the journey here, I said, yeah, probably not going to see any Pepsi Blue. I saw some blue lids on the Pepsi bottles. I thought, is that Pepsi Blue? I don't know. I got to go back and take a look. So I did. And sure enough, glistening in the depths of the Pepsi cooler is this sparkling blue soda. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Pepsi Blue. Look at that. It's got none other than the American flag on the label. Looks like an all-American soda right here. I don't think I can pass this up. I've been looking for this for a couple of weeks now. I finally got it.
Nothing says you have to drink it right now. You can still get your milkshake.
That is true. I can still get the milkshake and save this for later. But this I can't pass up because we have stopped in over the course of the past month. I can't tell you how many convenience stores and truck stops. From here, clear out to West Virginia.
Yeah.
Up the state, down the state, across the state. And this is the first time I found Pepsi Blue right here at Lee, Virginia. We're getting some milkshakes. And this one I didn't notice before. This one's made with Reese's Take 5 pieces. Peanut butter pretzel.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I may have to partake.
Yeah, I could see you doing that.
Frozen lemonades, lattes, everything, huh?
Yeah. What are you gonna get?
I customized my shake, got the chocolate with the Reese's Take 5. What'd you get in yours?
I just got vanilla with caramel. I wanted something kind of simple. I didn't want anything too, too crazy. And and it's really good. It's got just the right amount of caramel in it, just to give it a nice little flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Not incredibly thick, but good flavor.
Yeah.
But
Very
anyway,
good flavor.
we're close to our last stop here. About an hour and 20 minutes away from getting home. So we're probably going to wrap it up. Not a whole lot more exciting things to go. Maybe a stop here or there. If there's anything exciting, of course, we'll run some footage of it. That's for sure. But we found Pepsi Blue. So one of our missions, my mission that I set for us, I guess, no one else really cared about it, but I did, and it was accomplished, right? The other mission that is still not accomplished, though, is finding the hottest chip. We're not sure if this is even still a thing, if it was just in the stores for
Yeah, I don't think they even have it anymore, really. I think that's kind of a thing of the past.
I don't know. But there is rumor of a world's hottest gummy bear.
Yeah.
That we might actually get our hands on. You can't find it in stores, just got to order it.
That's right.
So if you have some ideas, because we're always looking for it's kind of fun just to try different things.
Right.
Like we tried the grasshoppers and, we tried the one chip, but we all split it.
Yeah.
A couple of other things here and there, exotic jerky and stuff. If you have any recommendations of something that would be kind of cool to try. Like maybe it's a challenge, or maybe it's just like a, hey, eat this and see what you think of it type of ththing.
But preferably nothing too incredibly expensive.
Right.
We're not trying to break the bank eating weird stuff.
No, and nothing like blowfish or deadly stuff that, you eat the wrong part of it can kill you. Nothing like that. We're also looking for the best chicken wing.
That's right.
Okay, the best chicken wing. So if you know of a place in Virginia that sells good chicken wings, right?
Yes.
We're not looking for the commercial places like what's it called?
Buffalo Wild
Wings.
Not places like that.
Not like that. But we're looking for some, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get out. Will wants to get in a wing eating contest.
Yes.
So we're gonna see if we can get into one of them. And we want to find a wing that's truly hot.
Yeah.
All these places claim to have the hottest wing, and they don't. Wings to Go has probably been the hottest yet.
Yeah.
And the best flavor, the best overall wing.
Right.
But it's one of the things we're going to be looking for this summer.
Yep.
I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeff.
I'm Linda.
And remember, there's much more to see in the dark.